Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present the current situation of inland navigation in the Czech Republic, as stated on the title on my presentation. So I know that we are a bit delayed, that some of you should take a seats, but I will start in order not to prolong the delay. My name is Vojtech Dabrowski. Even I have a Polish surname. I represent Ministry of Transport of the Czech Republic, and I am head of inland navigation unit within the Department for Rail and Waterborne Transport in our ministry. How does it work? Sorry. Doesn't work. I'm trying to change the slide. Okay, thank you for your support. So first of all, I would like to present the current situation of inland navigation in our country, not only due to the fact that I am head of this unit, but also due to the fact that we are a country without access to the sea. So in our case, inland navigation has a more important role in our transport network. You can see the map with stretches of navigable waterways in our country. As you see, we have class 5A on Elbe River, and on a part of Elbe River between Mělník and Pardubice, as well as on Vltava River between Mělník and Třebenice, we have class of 4. Then we have in other stretches of lower classes, it's Upper Vltava, class 1 between Třebenice and České Budějovice. One part of this waterway has been opened this year in May. So maybe some of you had an opportunity to take a look on it already. Another waterway is located in Moravia. It's the eastern part of our country, where we have so-called Baťa Canal with a length of 72 kilometers since 2020. Currently, it's only 53 kilometers. It means that we plan to make a prolongation of this waterway, which is used but only for pleasure navigation. Yes, now it works. The most important document in our country for transport development is transport policy of the Czech Republic for the period 2014 till 2020, with forecast till 2050. This is the highest strategic governmental document of our country on the field of transport. It means it has also impact on the development and operation of inland navigation in our country. It has been approved in 2013, including CEA statement, and we have some other strategic documents on inland navigation and on water transport in our country. That's conception for water transport, which has been taken into account by our government a few weeks ago. And another topic which is highly appreciated, especially here in Poland, is feasibility study of Danube-Oder-Elbe connection. Let's take a look on it. About water transport conception, there are a lot of functions outside of transport field and the need of coordination with other sectors. This is one of purposes why we need to have a specific strategic document for development of inland waterways as well of inland navigation in our country. It's bound with other strategic materials, sector transport strategies, conception of cargo transport, where all transport modes, including intermodal transport mentioned, and multimodal terminals and logistics centers. It's necessary to say that we have wrong conditions in the Czech Republic on the stretches of inland navigation in border area with Germany. It means that as a consequence, there is a low modal split of inland navigation compared to other transport modes. Complete analysis of current status and plan of concrete measures to be realized is, of course, integral part of water transport conception and should be fulfilled within next years. Here you can take a look on our plans of development projects on the field of inland navigation in our country. The most important one is Lock of Děčín, which would enable safe navigation throughout the year from Germany to our country. Let's say it's a door to the Czech Republic for inland navigation. Prolongation of Elbe waterway to Pardubice, modernization of Elbe locks, upgrade of Vltava bridges, where we would like, and we can use, it's already confirmed, also support from European Union in the tool CEF. Then in the later future, we want to build slappy and orlik ship lifts, which would enable continuous navigation throughout the year from Elbe to České Budějovice to the end of Vltava waterway. I should mention also prolongation of Vltava waterway to České Budějovice, which has been already finalized, extension of Bačak channel, and pleasure navigation berth in our country. As already said, it's highly appreciated here in Poland when you get new information about the feasibility study of DOL corridor, I mean Danube or the Elbe connection. There is currently undergoing preparation of complete study, feasibility study, which would prove the need of this possible future investment from a lot of points of view, not only from the point of view of transport, but as well of environment, energy, energetical potential, hydrology, tourism, and so on. This study is now being nearly finalized, should be finished during the first half of next year, and contains the following items. Of course, it needs to reach the target of the transport policy. A lot of options of each part of the Elbe connection are being proven, and this is being proven separately. I mean, other part from the border with Poland to the city of Přerov on the Moravia, Elbe part from Přerov to Pardubice, and the third part is Morava part from Přerov to the south to Danube. There is also included marketing part about the current and future transport chains and other functions of the corridor. And this is now being prepared, and we will have outputs most likely at the end of this year. So after the whole study will be finalized, we will of course give more concrete and more and better information to everyone who is interested. There will be some final event organized, and so on. There is also established a Czech-Polish-Slovak working group for the Danube-Oder-Elbe connection. Usually there are 2 meetings per year. It has been founded in 1990s. It has been extended from the original Czech-Polish working group also for Slovak side. Next meeting is planned most likely in the beginning of January, as I have been informed. Other topic which is also important for inland navigation in our country is harmonization of general rules applicable in inland navigation. We know that our market in navigation is not too huge. However, we are not speaking about the market inland navigation of the Czech Republic, but about European market of inland navigation, because it makes sense to transport cargo for long distances. This is why we need to play active role within the CZECHY committee for establishing of standards in inland navigation, currently about technical requirements for ships and requirements for crew members. Of course, implementation and operation of information services is desirable because we need to extend these services and also to combine them with other transport modes. And this is connected with the importance of free access to the European market in inland navigation. So this was in short about inland navigation. Maybe someone doesn't know that we have also a role in the maritime field. We don't have access to the sea, we don't have ships for maritime navigation. However, we have maritime division of our ministry, which have 2 roles. One role is a top legislative administrative body, and the second one, executive maritime administration. I would like also to mention some background of our affairs between our country and China in the past. regardless of our role as a landlocked country. Former Czechoslovak National Trading Fleet cooperated with China through Czech-China joint venture sea shipping activities. And regarding overseas transport on the EU-China maritime lines, certain interests represent smooth operation of vital shipping lines between neighboring coastal countries to the Czech Republic and China Far East region, through Adriatic area, Baltic area, and North Sea area, especially with the usage of the port of Hamburg, where we have still our national interests. Our maritime division and our maritime office, let's say, in our country, maintains the flag registry, makes registration of seagoing yachts and pleasure crafts and its certification. There is also agenda of STCV convention and licensing of sea yachtmasters. Last but not least, I should also mention the cooperation between Czech Republic and Poland within the maritime area. Very important is maritime training in cooperation with Szczecin and Gdynia, maritime education, and independent evaluation of training facilities, which took place every 2 years. So this was a short presentation of our activities in navigation in the Czech Republic. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much.